Holton Ahlers joins us on Pirate Radio Live. It is finally game week. Holton, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Clip, I'm pumped. It's game week, and I'm excited to be in Dowdy to watch the Pirates play, and excited to do the fifth quarter call-in show, man. Let's go.
Yes, Holton Ahlers, Caden Norman will be part of the fifth quarter call-in show coming up this season. And Holton talked to Mike Houston, John David Baker, Blake Harrell, and kind of gauge their excitement, also their nervousness. So let me ask you, and we'll talk about their answers. But did you get to a point, you played so many games here, Holton, you've played so many athletic events your entire career. Did you ever get to a point where you weren't nervous going into a game at all?
I don't really get nervous for games, man. I don't know. It was weird. Like I would get nervous for like school tests, but I wouldn't get nervous for games. But no, I felt like if you go into it prepared, I mean, you're always going to have a little butterflies, but if you're nervous, I think it means you're not ready, to be honest with you. I mean, I know some people get butterflies naturally, so I mean, I guess everyone's different. But for me, if I was going into it nervous, it's because I didn't prepare, and I feel like I prepared really well each week. But there's gonna be a little pregame jitters of just like you should get chills out there. Game one especially being back in Dowdy, like those type things. But if you're going out there nervous, you probably didn't prepare the way you should have.
Yeah, I heard similar responses today from Mike Houston and from John David Baker. Amazingly, Holden, I got Mike Houston to admit he was tired of practicing, at least for the build up
Oh,
to the season.
good for you, Clip.
He said he's ready for a game. He's tired of practicing. Now I'm sure he'll be ready to go back to work next week. But man, these coaches love practice as much as some of the players hate practice, right?
Golly, you ain't lying. Especially him, man. He'll go full pads like all the time. I've heard he's changed. He told me he changed, but when I was there, my last year, he got a little bit better with it. But he knows how to win. I know they didn't win last year. The podcast released tomorrow. I have lofty goals this year for them. I think they can do really, really well. So I'm not going to break it here, but I think they're going to be really well. I know he's a winning coach. He's a great coach, and I expect nothing less.
All right, we'll get Holt's prediction. We'll get Rajay Harris and more coming up. Hopefully, some week one picks with you and Earl as well coming up on the Holton Ahlers podcast.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to be posting those all over social media. We'll be releasing our final picks on Friday. We're even going to have Jack Powers back on social media with us, posting his picks too. So getting him involved back with the pod too. So should be good, man. It's exciting. It's the first legal sports betting
Yeah.
weekend of college football this year. So for North Carolina, man. So I'm pumped for it. We will be releasing our stuff, doing a lot of research. I'm not just going to throw around bets. We're going to do our research and hopefully win us some money.
Texted with Jack last week. I think he said he'd be here for the App State game. So
Yeah.
looking forward to reconnecting with the former Pirate linebacker who's doing great out in Colorado, right, Holt?
Yeah, he's living the dream out there in Colorado. He's doing med device sales and doing good. We catch up. He's doing really good. And then Drew Dotter, man, he's killing it at Catawba right now. He's looking to start. He was like player of the scrimmage they posted. So
Nice.
so yeah, we're gonna have to go check him out too.
Holton, did you watch Norfolk State at all? Any? This is a game the Pirates should win their opener for the first time in a long time, but can't just roll the ball out there. Got to go play. You see anything from them the other night that I don't know concerns you or anything that stood out to you?
Mainly they can run the ball decent. It doesn't concern me at all. I think we have one of the probably the best D line in the conference, maybe other than UTSA, or right up there with them. So look, if we're going into this game worried, we have bigger things to worry about. So
Yeah.
we need to go in and dominate. One of my things I want to look at is how does offensive line play? How's the play calling? Do we sequence well? That's something I'm going to be looking for. What are we calling on third down? What are we calling on first down? Do we go for it on fourth down? I just want to see John David Baker in his element. Look, it should be a pretty, hopefully easy win for the Pirates. So let's just go see what the offense can do. Let's see what, Jake Garcia can do.
It's tricky, right? I mean, you think you go in this game and you should dominate. So with that being said, do you not show all your cards? Do you save some for Old Dominion? And if you can get by that one, do you save a few for App State and Liberty? What do you think about that offensively for John David Baker? Does he show everything here week one?
Yeah, it's a two-edged sword clip because if you do show stuff, that means the other team has to prepare for it all week and worry about it, especially trick plays, different
Yeah,
formations,
true.
stuff like that. So, but then there's the other side of it is, yeah, you don't want to show everything. It's a two-edged sword. This offense is, so much, reading on the go that, I mean, even if you show one play, it's not going to be the same exact play every single time. That's just how the offense works. But, some of these offenses don't have a ton of plays. It's just a lot of options within the play.
Right.
So I'll be anxious to see, man. I'm excited to see. That's probably what I'm looking forward most is first of all to see Jake Garcia out there playing. I've seen him in a couple scrimmages, but then just I'm ready to see the play calling of John David Baker. Let's see. Okay, it's not going to be the App State game, the Liberty game, but just how does he call the plays? Like I said, the sequence of calling plays. You got to call stuff differently in the first quarter than you do in the fourth quarter when the game's tighter, or you got to run away with it. So I'm excited to see it. I'd expect them to go out there. Coach Houston's notorious for running the ball a lot versus these FCS opponents. So I could see that, but I also could see them saying, you know what, let's go see what we have in our quarterback and go make plays.
Yeah, I mean, part of it too. We saw it in the spring game. You want to give the fans something to get excited about. I know the ultimate goal is winning, but it's fully entertainment now. You want people to come back to the game, so throw a few deep balls, give them something to come back for, right?
100%. And look, hey, these receivers are a lot new too. Let's
Yeah.
go get them some confidence. Let's get Garcia some confidence. Let's get John David Baker some confidence. Let's throw the ball, run double moves. If our receivers aren't better than their DBs, then we're already in trouble for the season. So let's go out there and just be better than them. I think that's something you should be. Any FBS school, hate to say it, should be able to run the ball and should have bigger guys up front. But let's go, complete some balls down the field and let's see what we got.
Holton Ahlers joining us. A lot of FBS versus FCS matchups this week. The one most intriguing to me and probably most folks would be Colorado, North Dakota State coming up on Thursday night. Holton, we've been talking all week on Pirate Radio Live. What game are you looking forward to the most outside of East Carolina and Norfolk State? I narrowed it down. I gave my honorable mention to Florida, Miami, just for the uniform matchup, the fights that'll probably happen in that game, and it's going to be probably a tight game. But I went with USC, LSU just for the potential fireworks we could see coming up on Sunday night. You got Clemson, Georgia. You've got Penn State, West Virginia, A&M, Notre Dame. So, Holton, I'll ask you, what's your number one game this weekend outside of the Pirates and Spartans?
Yeah, man, I'm excited for all of them. That LSU game is really intriguing to me. I think that's a game that's gonna, Lincoln Riley. That's a big game for his career because you lose that one. The road doesn't get easier ahead. But if you win that one, then you got a pretty bright road ahead. It is going to be a hard schedule. But with this 12-team playoff, look, you don't got to go undefeated to get in the playoff anymore. So excited to see that. He's kind of on the hot seat, weirdly enough. But then other than that, I'm a big Colorado fan. I'm not a fan of them, but I like watching them play. So I'm excited for that one. Excited to see that matchup. It's kind of a weird one, man. They're a 9.5-point favorite, and you're like, do I take it? But I'm excited to see Deion Sanders play, and then Travis Hunter, I think, is electric too. So I'm excited for that one as well.
Holden, I saw a mock the NFL draft that had both Sanders and Hunter top 8. I think
Yeah.
is that how Shador's looked at as far as scouts and NFL people, that he is going to be a guy on the next level at quarterback?
I'm telling you, dude, I think so. Yeah. I mean, he makes some really elite level throws. He's kind of hoppy in his footwork, which I was really hoppy too. So, I mean, it's common in this style offense with RPOs and stuff for quarterbacks to get hoppy, choppy feet. But yeah, I think if he has a good year, man, I could see him going out there. He did all that last year with a horrible offensive line. So if he has anything of an offensive line this year, I could see him, in the Heisman race later in the season because Deion's going to throw the ball and make his son look good and make Travis look good. So we'll have to see.
No doubt. Holton Ahlers joining us. Pirate Radio Live Line. Looking forward to week 1. We'll be with you 2 o'clock on the Bud Light pregame tailgate coming up this Saturday. Holton will be out and about. We'll try to talk to you maybe at the Pirate Radio tailgate zone, Holton. But what's your Saturday going to be like as you are getting ready for Pirate football?
Yeah, man, doing a little tailgating. I might get a little Waffle House in the morning. That sounds great for me, and then go tailgate. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to go. First of all, go to a home opener. It's probably the first time it is the first time in years.
Oh yeah,
I haven't, been to one.
Yeah.
Last year, obviously I was in Seattle, and before that, I was a recruit going all over the place. So I'm excited, man. I really am. And then, obviously do a fifth quarter call-in show to. If it's not a good one, then I'm gonna be. I think everyone's gonna be pretty pissed. So hopefully we get a victory and get a talk good times.
Be nice to be 1-0 for the first time since 2016, I believe, which is
Golly, man.
crazy to say. So hopefully we can stop talking about that after Saturday and talk about a W and getting ready for Old Dominion. That'll be awesome. Late night Saturday night. Holton Ahlers, Caden Norman will be here on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Holton, looking forward to that. We'll talk to you on game day, and we'll see you after the game, man.
Let's go, Clip. Appreciate you, man.